Yes, and I feel like when I look at your photographs, it's like capturing a certain moment where I almost feel like I'm going like, and then holding my breath, and then like feeling like I'm in the image in a way, like I'm transported.
It's so interesting to hear you say that because that's pretty much exactly what I think I try to capture. So I think that a lot of my work is character driven. I love to create little characters. So I think that's exactly what you were feeling, where I not changed you, but I invited you to be a character from another world or another, you know, story. And then you essentially embodied that. And then that's what we created together. We created a story together.
And then for you, how much of it is the story you think of before the shoot, and how much of it is like as you go, like the story maybe you didn't envision will unfold?
It really depends on the shoot. So for some pictures, I definitely think of the story way beforehand. Like 90%, I've got it ready in my head. I know exactly how it's going to come together. And then 10% is execution. But most of the time, and I'll be honest, it's the other way around, where I'll have like maybe 10 to 20% an idea of a story. And then I leave myself a lot of space for it to come together organically when we're on set. So it depends on, who the model is and how she feels that day. Because sometimes I'll be shooting with somebody and they're just not having a great day. But then that energy and emotion can get translated into like a really, sad, melancholy kind of expressive shoot. And then if I have somebody who is, very happy and bubbly, and it's a bright sunny day, and then suddenly the story shifts, and the idea that I had changes on the shoot because I do definitely take into account different elements on the set itself.
That's so interesting how you talk about the emotion of the model almost becomes the medium in a way when you're in the shooting process.
Yeah, I think it's really important because, especially when you're shooting with other people, you're not just shooting like a thing. So they're channeling an expression, and it's our job as a photographer to really not just shoot the surface because any image that you find yourself naturally drawn to, there's something there that you're drawn to, and usually it's emotion. Like we're connected to things emotionally. So when I'm shooting with somebody, I'm not just shooting their expression, I'm trying to go behind and beyond that. And that means I really need to tap into their energy so that I can capture it in a way that feeds what I'm trying to create as well.
Wow, so like really tuning in like you and the model and
Yeah.
then going from there.
Yeah, and I think that also lends to really great friendships because there's a really beautiful connection between a photographer and their subject. And also, especially when you're a photographer who tries to go beyond just the surface, then the moment you connect with somebody, I believe you've already struck a friendship with them, or at least some kind of relationship with them. And in my case, I love making friends.
Thanks so much for tuning in. We would love to hear your thoughts or questions. Please let us know in the comments and review section, and we'll try to cover it in the next sessions. If you enjoyed this content, please share and subscribe for more episodes. For latest updates, follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Art Focus Exchanges.